Community Wellness Show with me, Pastor Nkosi, and Onkarabile Mokoto, talking about the book tonight. And then Otlacho, are introduced for book. We know, we are aware that time has gone, but nevertheless, we are just going to give you the introduction today. And then next week, we are going to get an expert in that area. He will explain more, to come and actually give us more information and educate us, like what we did with Amanda Baloi. So you just have to be there and then focus and take notes and be educated, because of that's the purpose of this show. Onkarabile.
Mahlanga.
Yes.
No,
With a continuity.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I apologize. I know some of the viewers from Media Club, they're expecting me to come in.
Yeah.
But now usually give my heart.
No.
But mrudo mwili akwata after era the MC na usually give my heart. So no, we are just saying or no. But hopefully we will do good.
No, we will definitely do good. Akira, know it's a continuity.
Yes.
So yeah.
After branding, a very nice topic. I've been receiving messages, even from Sonia, all the way from Project Land. She's always watching. I believe even now she's watching on Facebook.
Sure.
She has learned a lot 2 weeks back. So we thank you so much for continuing listening to us. Today, as I've promised, that we are talking about expanding your authorship platform. Expanding your authorship platform. Let me start by saying, as much as we spoke about branding, and marketing and advertising, many authors don't make money or living out of direct selling.
Okay.
I repeat, many authors don't make a living or don't make money out of direct selling. It is only the few who does that.
Okay.
So as an author, you must do your best. You must think on how can you expand your authorship platform. In other words, don't limit yourself on direct selling. Don't limit yourself on selling copies only.
Okay.
But just think beyond writing or beyond a book selling.
The hard copy.
The hard copy.
Okay.
Not really the hard copy. Selling, just direct selling.
Right.
Even though it can be a PDF, just like Lutando said, only PDF at the moment. Don't limit yourself only by PDF, by selling PDF.
Okay.
Or hard copy. But think of the ways that you can do as an author that can actually increase your sales.
Okay.
But not direct selling. I don't know if I believe that the viewers understand what I'm saying. When I was making a research, this is what I found out. The average US non-fiction book is now selling less than 250 copies per year.
Less than 250.
250.
Okay.
Not 250,000. 250.
250. Okay.
Per year, and less than 3,000 copies in its lifetime. The average US non-fiction book is now selling less than 250 copies per year, and less than 3,000 copies in its lifetime. You see how hard it is. Direct selling.
No, my mind is rolling.
Right. The other research that has been found out is that out of 300,000 books published per year, only 200 of them sells 100,000 copies. I will repeat. Out of 300,000 books published per year, only 200 of them sells 100,000 copies. So you see, hence we are talking about expanding your authorship platform. It's not easy to make a living or to make money out of direct selling of copies. So if you can check those research, it's hard. And remember, a US is known as, if you're an author in US, then you will consider as a millionaire.
Yeah.
In US. Now imagine in South Africa. If it's hard in US, now imagine in South Africa.
No. I beg to differ a bit. Why? In a sense, to say that yes, America can be, or US can be, United States can be finding that because of the using technology and all these things, right? But here in South Africa, we still have people that prefer the hard copy. Maybe if I would say, okay, not direct selling, sorry, not hard copy, direct selling. According to my assessment and analysis, 75% that are doing direct selling, they still survive with that.
No.
Based on what? Based on we're still behind with technology in lots of things. Most of the authors are not aware with other selling points, selling points. I can put it that way, selling points, and also some of the clients, they still prefer direct buying from a direct seller.
Mhlanga, let's look at the topic here.
Mm.
We're talking about expanding your authorship platform.
Okay.
And listen to the statement. Many authors,
Okay.
not all authors,
Not all. Okay.
many authors don't make a living or money out of direct selling. And tell me one author in South Africa who makes money out of direct selling. Tell me of one author that you know.
One author.
You're still thinking.
I'm still thinking, yes.
You see, it's not easy, Mhlanga. It's not easy for a person or for many people to make money or a living out of direct selling. Hence, it is important as an author to expand your authorship platform.
All right.
There are things or ventures that you can venture into as an author that can increase the sales of your book or of your authorship.
Okay.
There are many ways that because we Rakopana lady authors you remember we spoke about this I think a few weeks back that there is this statement that as an author you can't make a living as an author.
Yeah.
You can't be a full-time author.
Because
we have seen many authors don't basa survive that book. That is why an author is an starving artist. Not those statements.
Yeah.
Why? Because you write a book, you sell 5 copies. You end up with this thing of writing,
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. You understand? Not knowing that it can work, but not only direct selling. There are many people who have. Okay, I will make this example. Many people knows J.K. Rowling.
Okay.
She was declared as one of first millionaire author. Who made a living out of being an author. But how did she make it? She did not make it by direct selling. Her book, Harry Potter, was adapted for a TV series. Many people don't know Harry Potter actually was adapted from a book. They think Harry Potter is just a movie or a series. That motto. It was actually a book. Lord of the Rings was actually adapted from a book.
Okay.
And it made millions of dollars for those people. So that is what I'm saying. There are authors, Mhlanga, don't get me wrong. There are authors who have declared as the best-selling author, like Robert Kiyosaki. He sold how many millions of copies? More than 5 million of copies, if I'm not mistaken. More than 5 million copies. Direct selling. Direct selling. He has made it as an author, but it's not. You will count them. You'll just pick them out of 100. You can pick up maybe 5 of them. So what about the 95?
Yeah.
That's the point that we are talking about today. Now, okay, someone who is asking, okay, we hear you. What are those platforms that you can use as an author? I've mentioned the other one, number 1. A book. Your book can be adapted for a film or a TV show or TV series. Often a book is the source of movies, dramas, theater plays, and other TV shows. Often a book is a source for such. But this is what an expert will come next week, as we have said that. There is an expert, who does these things. They're actually writing a movie now. Rather, they're actually adapting a movie from a book called Nobantu.
Okay.
Yeah, the movie is coming very soon. So his name is Siyabonga Ndlozi. He's so passionate about this topic. He's helping authors to know that they must not limit themselves only on books.
On books, yeah.
Yes. So he's gonna come and help us to unpack this topic. Only here, how to turn your book into a movie or a drama or a film, whatever. I think Noltan will love this because her kind of books, they can be used to be turned into some movies or whatever.
Yeah.
But
romantic sadness, hate, love,
and such.
All right.
Stories and stuff. So it's right. The other thing that you can do as an author, you can use your book to become a paid speaker. There are people who don't prefer to read a book, but they prefer to listen to you. Talking about the same thing that you have read.
Audio, yeah.
That you have read. No, not audio. Audio is something different.
Okay.
You work at paying, speaking, addressing, presenting.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can become a speaker through your book or through your authorship.
Okay.
You can get paid for speaking. And this is nice because if you invite me to come and speak in your event about my book, I will speak for 1 hour and I will give you an invoice at 3,000. I'm just making an example. And after that, I even sell
your books,
my books there. I'm speaking about the same thing that is in my book. I know when you are lazy to read. So you call me, I come and address people. It can be your company or whatever, maybe your church. Then I address that topic. And then after that, I sell books again. Because other people, when they listen to you speak, that's why they can say, oh,
they build interest.
Exactly. They say, oh, no, then we can get more from the book. Because remember, in 1 hour, I cannot speak about the whole book. It will give like a main point. So why not? I don't know. More things are in my book. Then you end up selling your book twice, if not thrice. Number 3, do you still have time? Okay.
I think we have a minute before, or 1 minute 30 seconds before the advert, and then when we come out of advert, then it will be left with 4 minutes to conclude.
Okay. The other thing that you can use as an author, you can develop your coaching sessions.
Okay.
Or consulting services. People can pay you for coaching sessions. Okay, coaching sessions and speaking, but it's one per se. But in this one, you just go deeper, providing some trainings. For an example, I'm writing about power of planning. That's the book that I've written, power of planning. When you call me to come and address maybe one day event, as I've said, the main points. But if it's at coaching sessions or training sessions, then I will go deeper and say, okay, module 1, the starting point is how to plan. Starting point, how to plan. And then maybe module 2, what makes your plan to be successful. Module 3, what prevents your plan to be successful. Plan of action, module 5. So you see, it's now a training session. It's no longer a presentation of 1 day. It's now, maybe it can take weeks or months either.
You can turn it to be a training manual.
Yes, okay. Exactly. You can turn your book into a training manuals. And people will come to listen to you. Some people don't really prefer to read. They are lazy to read, but they don't mind to listen to you.
Okay.
And they pay you for that.
Yeah, let's go to the advert, and then when we come back, we'll continue.
When long weekend